What is going on, FG3000? Back in the place to be, and welcome to Dragonheir Silent Gods. So this one globally launched a couple of days ago, and I'm still playing it, still messing around with it, but I'm not quite ready to put out like my formal first impressions video just yet, because there's just so much about this game that I don't really understand just yet. When's that stop you, FG? Hey! So still trying to figure out exactly what's going on inside this game. One thing I do know, it is a game, and I have been playing it. That's one thing I do know. I just been going around my little main map over here, you know, uncovering my main quests, these little purple side quests, unlocking my quick travel points, you know, visiting these main towns, talking to NPCs, finding things, returning things, pickpocketing things, all the different D&D things that I was looking forward to doing. I'm doing a lot of them, a lot of dice rolling, a lot of like failing charisma checks. I gave my character like the most charisma I could possibly have, and I'm still failing, dude. What that say about me, FG? But we'll go through a quick little story here. So you do a lot of your RPG-ness over here on the overworld map here. So we'll go ahead and unlock this now. In the very beginning, I was reading every bit of story, but dude, there's a lot. There's a lot of story. Not to say that you shouldn't read the story, you do. This is not like a game where you're gonna kind of fall behind in, and I'll talk about that here in a second, but feel free to take your time and enjoy the story. Even when it comes to the stamina that you use, you'll be fine. Lots of voice acting as well, so that was a breath of fresh air. And combat, even though it's very basic and kind of straightforward, I've actually quite enjoyed. So we'll put our two tanks up here. Here's my little frontline tanks here. I got my little assassin who teleports in the back of the enemy, starts doing some backstab damage. He has a really great ultimate. Here is my main character, Fire Mage, and then I have my healer right over here. You can deploy 5 units. One thing I really do like is the cooking system. So you can cook all types of different foods and goodies to help your characters in combat. So check this out. Have everyone eat this big slab of meat. All my ally heroes are going to gain 10% attack, which is very, very nice. And we'll let them go. There is autoplay ×2. It really depends. The autoplay is okay, but there are certain situations where it's just much better for you just to take control, and I'll show you what in them situations. So we'll go ahead and turn off autoplay for right now. I don't need my ultimate on my orc or my dwarf here, but one person whose ultimate is just fantastic is this character right over here. If she finishes off an enemy, they explode into like a big poison pop. So it's super important to make sure, especially if you're fighting content where you're not quite strong enough to defeat it, being able to kind of min-max your ultimates by doing them manually make a real big difference. But so far, like I said, even though combat isn't like super complicated, I've really enjoyed it. As far as the characters I've done collected thus far, here is my main character, my Traveler. She is a female human mage looking fantastic. Not a lot of waifu options, but there's plenty of dwarf options. One of my favorite fantasy races. You get this guy for free. Here's the second tank that I'm using just because he's available, because he exists. Hey dude, you're missing a little glove. Well, actually, I'll show you the upgrade process here. This is something I wasn't really prepared for. Normally, when you have a great piece of gear, you can't actually enhance it in most gacha games. Here you can. So at the 4th enhancement level, you get 1 substat, flat HP, terrible. So what I can always do is go to another piece, do this one. Look at this, percent HP, percent D. Let's go to level 8. And percent crit damage, not a bad glove. So I'll go ahead and replace the glove there. Very, very nice. So that's the upgrade system, very straightforward. Once again, more to come as I unlock more. Notera, this is the fairy woman that we all get for free. She's the character that when you finish off someone with an ultimate, you get that nice little poison pop. Very good, solid healer here. Then all the other characters I haven't really spent a lot of time using just yet. You'll notice that this game once again uses the art style that we've started to see creep up a little bit. It was non-existent for a long time. And then we have like Age of Magic, Age of Magic's pretty old. Age of Magic, Raid Shadow Legends, The Watcher of Realms. Now we have Dragonheir Silent Gods, and I'm here for it, dude. I'm here for floating dwarves. Dude, this is awesome. This is the kind of machinery that you would see on a goblin though, but you know what? I'll take it on a dwarf. Got ourselves a nice little frozen tank there. Great voice acting, good graphics. Like, a lot to like about this game, but like I said, I still need to learn more about it. Yes, I know how to go through the RPG story. I know how to pick up things off the ground. I know how to solve quests. All of that stuff is very straightforward. What I still want to know more about is the whole claim to fame to this game is its season-based functionality, which basically sets this game apart from every other gacha we've ever played since the beginning of Gachadom. So this season sets itself up more like Diablo and Path of Exile, right? Where you have 88 days in a season, and every season you do have some of your account that resets. Now, once again, I'm still learning this. This is why I haven't done my first impression just yet. But you'll keep all your unlocked heroes, but all your levels will reset at level 1 at the beginning of the season. Your artifacts, so the gear that I just showed you me leveling up, that'll get reset back down to 0, but you still keep it though. You keep the gear, but it resets to 0. This Essence of Creation, this is partly reset, and some of this is partly reset. Once again, I'm still learning. All of this right here, the Pure Sand Core, you get to keep this from season to season. So this stays, on your account forever. All your paid items, which you might expect, are going to stay forever. Your avatar frame will stay forever. This Psycho Core, which I'll show you a little bit later, this is going to last forever. Your Elemental Affinity completely resets every season, and your World Exploration, which I guess is the main story and the side quest, I assume this completely resets every single season. So this game is quite different than most other gacha games out there, and I feel like I need to go through an entire season, or at least more of it, to really realize if I like or dislike this system. I know a lot of people off the bat are like, dude, I don't want my progress to reset ever. This is a bad game. I hate it. And I hear you. I understand. Ooh, we got a little bear trap right over here. A clip trap, excuse me. So we'll get our tanks out of the way. We'll just we'll do a weird stack over here. That'll work. Is my meat still going? We'll go ahead and, yep, my meat is still going. So we're good here. No problem. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into combat. So when it comes to my very early impression on the whole season reset mechanic, again, I'm not really sure how I feel about it just yet. All I know is that I've already played many a gacha that don't reset, and that's not always a perfect system. Hear me out. Hear me out. Like, the older a game gets, the more bloated it gets, the more the developer has to kind of figure out a way to keep you playing, even though you pretty much have all the teams that you would ever have. And I don't know, it just becomes way less challenging over time when it comes to gacha games the longer you play them. So maybe season-based mechanics is the secret sauce. I have no idea. I want to at least experience it to see why I would dislike it or why I would like it, right? Instead of just coming out and saying, yo, all this stuff sounds bad, I'm just gonna dislike it by default. Dude, I dislike this role by default. I'm failing all my wisdom checks, all my intelligence checks, even my dexterity and my charisma. What do I have? But again, I'm willing to see it out. I'm willing to hear the case of the reset season mechanics. Since I just failed this, what I can do, since I'm so angry, right? I just failed this whole thing. I can use my strength. So I'm lacking in intelligence. I'm lacking in wisdom. I don't have the dexterity I used to, and my charisma, bruh. But do I have the strength? I do have strength. There you go. I don't know how I feel about that, but I was strong enough to beat some aura out of that thing, even though I got the little questionnaire wrong. But that's the game so far. Let me show you all the things I have unlocked at the moment. So outside of the main story, I have a few different types of gameplay that I can take part in. I have this thing called the Outlands Rift, which I haven't yet messed with just yet because it felt like I wasn't strong enough. But this looks like some type of like team co-op that you can do. So, okay, so it goes up in level. Let's try this level 25 one real fast on solo. Team challenges will be rewarded with a bonus. No, dude, I want that bonus. Let's see if we can do a team challenge. Do I have to, oh, dude, I have to have friends? Dude, I found a friend. All right, so it looks like I can set up 3 people. He went for a tank. I'll go for my little mage person. I got you a healer. You have another DPS. And then how about just an off tank? I'm ready. Let's do this. Okay, so you can co-op with 1 additional person here. Dude, I wish there was I wish the co-op would allow you to exceed the 5 maximum of heroes on the board. That would be kind of cool. Can you turn off autoplay in this one? You cannot. So no matter what, your teammates have to contribute because autoplay is on and they can't ever turn it off. Very nice. Beating down this bootleg Arthas. And let's see what type of goodies we get for the team little co-op there. So a reason to actually have some real life friends here to play around, get whatever this is, some gold, some ore, some EXP juice. Very, very nice. Outside of that, you have Arena, so All Day Arena, Team Arena, and then Champion Arena. Dude, I have been getting clapped in Arena nonstop. I definitely need to do some summons, but very straightforward, right? You set up your lineup here, and you go against opposing team lineups here. So pretty much exactly what you might expect when it comes to PvP. Climb the ranks, get rewards. And so far, when it comes to daily resource grinds, I've unlocked 2 so far. The Goblin Lair, which is the EXP dungeon, and then the Elemental Gem dungeon over here, which allows me to basically break through my characters once I hit a max level. And then inside my camp, I have a ton of interactables, starting off with the collection album, which is great for me. This allows you to basically be a completionist. As you go through these little, these little biomes here, you can make sure that you've completed everything that you can in those little areas. If you do so, you're going to get rewards. So very, very nice there. You got yourself a little tutorial / training dummy over here. You can craft equipment over here in the equipment forge. I'm looking forward to getting to this second tier equipment before I start burning out all of my gems. So far I've been fine as far as power, so I don't want to really waste any of those gems. I have this little horn which allows me to summon. How about this? Let's go for someone that has wicked damage in melee. Let's see if those filters summon anyone. Do ourselves a little dice roll, bruh. I'm telling you, dude, my dice game is mad weak. I guess that was a duplicate because I didn't get anything besides crystals there. There's my little squad over here. Here's my little cooking pot where you can basically cook anything you want, right? How about this? How about some wild raspberries with some Brussels sprouts, right? A little something, little salad action with some protein, some boar meat on top. Does that make anything? Let's see. And that's another die roll, 15. That's a perfect. And I didn't really make anything. Beef salad is something I already knew how to make. So, oh no, that's a new one. That is a new one. So I just unlocked beef salad, baby. You're welcome. You can have that recipe. I thought I had something made already that looked like that. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, dude, I already had something that was beef salad-y. Bruh, it had me all hyped up like I was making something special. But of course, if you want to spoil that for yourself, there's like a full recipe guide on the internet, I am sure. I got ourselves a nice little cart where you can buy goodies out of the shop here. We'll buy some of that iron ore, very straightforward. As you upgrade your cart, you unlock even more purchases that you can purchase. And then what I have over here, this is where I actually make the upgrade things to upgrade my forging bench and to upgrade my cart. So that's all I have at the moment, right? So we talked about the game itself, the heroes, what resets, what doesn't, how little I know about it all. I do have an alliance though, baby. The gamers are here. Hold on. For the duration of this video, baby, we're gonna turn this bad boy onto no approval required. Come on in, be a gamer. But yeah, like I mentioned, there's still a lot more of this game I want to figure out before I make my formal first impression, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, let's go ahead and do some summons here. We'll let that full summon animation play out. In this game, you don't do 10 pulls, you do 5 pulls. Another dwarf you love to see, and some other people here, some commons. Take a look at them a little bit later. Let's see what else we can get out of this. What am I looking for? That like looks really good though, like the orange, but I guess orange is not it. Another duplicate here, so duplicates turn into these 2 currencies over here. We got 2 new characters. Can't do long press or single press. That's fine. We'll go ahead and burn out all of our little purple summons, but the real summons that you really care about are going to be the orange ones. Mostly dupes here. And all of this currency has been gained free to play, by the way. Oh, a purple. Hey, you don't sound too excited, FG. Hey man, I got a high elf. I would love to have gotten like an epic version of like a Minotaur. That would be pretty awesome. Do I want to do single? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. You know how I feel about doing singles. All right, so we got ourselves a rare goblin named Fizzle. I love his name already. Probably like some type of lightning goblin. Oh, hello, Defender Sigrid. Support human lawful good. Dude, and she got the little side braid action. I'm digging it. And then let's see what else we have here. Oh, that sounded really good. Ah, come on. Oh, wow, this guy looks insane. The Frozen Remedy Rava, an orc true neutral, Frosty. Dude, that guy looks really cool. All right, so let's take a look at our brand new epic characters here. So Rava, the Frozen Remedy. Let's see here. So his passive, for each enemy inflicted with frost, the hero gains an additional 15% extra attack up. This effect stacks up to 3 times. Very nice. Battle skill fires off 3 orbs to a random enemy, dealing cold damage with a 75% chance of inflicting frost. Pretty high modifier there. And then an ultimate summons a next. Oh, I fought against this guy. Summons a nexus that lasts 10 seconds in a designated area. Dude, this is super annoying. Super annoying. Okay, I'm probably gonna start using him immediately. Then the next elite character or epic character that we got was the Hypocrite Alvis. The Hypocrite Alvis. So Rally. Some skills are enhanced when released with Rally. When the hero carries no Rally, the hero will duplicate Rally if any ally on the battlefield gains Rally. I completely understand. His battle skill deals radiant damage to enemies within range with a 40% chance of granting Rally to the ally with the highest attack for 10 seconds. And then targeted inspiration. So this is like a big massive buff. Attack up, crit damage, Rally, all that good stuff. So this guy is like pure support, all about support. And then as far as the other guys I got, you know, they might just be a little too normal for me. The elves look really, really good though. Very nice. Ooh, another dwarven tank here looking fantastic. There goes the main man Fizzle. I love this Minotaur though. Those are going to be like the lightning faction, I guess. And then I do kind of want to use her because right now when it comes to the factions that I'm using, I'm mostly only using poison. Like this is like my main squad. So maybe I'll go ahead and upgrade you, get you set up. Let's see what you do. Your passive skill, when an enemy inflicted with a debuff dies, this hero gains 25% ultimate energy. Okay, so try to have as many debuffs on the field as possible. That way this character will be constantly doing her ultimate. So her battle skill is called Venom Arrow, shoots off 2 toxic arrows to the enemy, each dealing poison damage with a 75% chance of healing prohibition. That might not be too bad for PvP. I've noticed healers are kind of annoying in PvP. Her ultimate is called Venomous Blast, deals poison damage to an enemy, and all enemies inflicted with debuffs has a 75% chance of inflicting healing prohibition and attack penalty. Dude, she doesn't seem too bad. So the upgrade process is very straightforward. Use EXP juice. Use that EXP juice to get up to your breakthrough level. Make sure you have the proper crystals in order to break through. So now I have to go do some farming over here in the flame domain, which is very straightforward. You can fast travel right on over there. I think I can only, yeah, that's level 50. I'm not ready for the next tier of that dungeon just yet. But can I use my new girl? Who do I wanna, I'll drop my little frozen dwarf. Yeah, that looks good. Hold on, let me use some of my janky food and let them go at it. So very cool. I need to just make sure, right? Like right now, my team is just like a hodgepodge collection of characters that I just thought looked cool. But now I need to make sure that I have as many debuffs on the board as possible, so I can get more mileage out of my little archer bay there, Sigrid. The final boss of this dungeon is a nice little sit-in waifu, but dude, it's zoomed too far out, man. We need to get closer to the sit-in waifu. Oh, man. And that's pretty straightforward, right? So you get this little material over here, then you can use that material to break through your character. But that's gonna do it for right now. Once again, like I mentioned, I wanna continue playing the game, learning more about it, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts once I have everything figured out. So that is gonna do it. My name is FG, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.